Hi, I'm Jack, and for our video project of What Do You Believe, my group chose the provocative statement of should parents be able to choose if their children get vaccinated? So for our group, this was a very interesting topic because some of us were very passionate on both sides. And for myself, I'm definitely pro-vaccine because it provides multiple benefits. It eradicates diseases that we are now determined as old diseases, smallpox, um, measles. And on top of that, some of the other extra benefits is the herd mentality of the ones that are not affected by these diseases are not going to be if a disease spread occurs. So, one of the big things that people really say about vaccinations that is negative is that vaccinations isn't natural. You have to put things into your body that are chemically by name not good for you. And they always counter that our bodies are our best vaccinations. We have great ability to have white blood cells, and that's one of our big things. But for me, I believe it's that we've done enough research to support that vaccination is very important and very useful. And it helps actually provide that our society that we don't even look at some diseases as now they're rare, they're not common. And I think that's really important. And that's why I support vaccination. And I'm a little skeptical of the new ones just because we don't have as much history. But that I think that's all what's good skepticism is. And now I'll let Laura talk about what her opinion is on vaccination.
So, on the topic of whether to vaccinate children or not, it's something that I'm still very new to. I haven't really been following that discussion and that controversy for very long. But when I do think about it, I think about our future. Um, each parent is concerned about their child and what vaccines will do to them and if it's good or bad. And I think that's definitely important to think about the effects of it, but I also think that it's important to think about not only like your child's future, but our whole society in the future too. Because if we just kind of um, throw vaccines out the window and absolutely none of us are vaccinated in the future, and then a disease does come about, we're going to be so underprepared to handle that disease. And I just think that if just such a large amount of people are not vaccinated, it can have some really serious consequences. And I know that there are some bad side effects with it, and all of them I don't completely understand or know about yet. But I do think that it's a risk worth taking. Any kind of medical procedure, vaccination, or medicine all comes with side effects, and it's just, is it worth saving yourself from future diseases? And I think, to me, it is, for sure.
For our provocative statement paper, I was really excited that we picked the vaccination topic because I think that that's something that we all expressed interest in. For me personally, I don't have a ton of knowledge about it. I do think that I am definitely pro vaccination though. I feel like the arguments that are against vaccinations just are so weak in my opinion, and there's just no evidence to prove, like, for example, that vaccines cause autism, or that I read like someone said that vaccinations like aren't natural, so some people are against them because of that reason. um, but I just think, like, in the grand scheme of things, it's so important, like, not only for yourself to get them, but just for everyone in general. Like Mary said in her video, people who have weaker immune systems and like can't defend themselves against diseases like that, like polio or like measles or something. It's important for like the general population, I think. So yeah, I'm definitely pro-vaccine, I would say.
Choosing whether or not to vaccinate your child is a highly controversial topic, but I think it is one that needs to be discussed further. Some parents agree with vaccination and others do not. From my personal standpoint, I believe every child should be vaccinated because this not only helps them against diseases and illnesses, but it also protects other people from contracting different things. So in the end, I think vaccinating your child is the best choice.
Hi.
I'm Mary Margaret, and so for the provocative statement project about vaccines, I was really excited that we chose this topic, mostly because I am super pro-vaccine. I am a biology student. I have taken a bunch of classes on vaccines and the immune system, and I think the first class I walked into in college was called Vaccines in Society, so I was kind of learning about basically what this project is on and why people choose not to or choose to. And I'm so pro-vaccine because I think that a lot of the reasons that people choose not to vaccinate their children is just because they haven't done the research. And I understand it can be a scary thing when you hear from another mom that they say that this vaccine gave my child autism, because of course that's scary, and of course you don't want that to happen to your child. But at the same time, it's just such a beneficial thing to do. It saves, you won't get measles, you won't get mumps, but you're also protecting other people who don't have the privilege of getting a vaccine, the more vulnerable people like babies or people with chronic diseases or suppressed immune systems. So I just think generally, for the greater good of everyone, I think it's important for everyone to get vaccinated unless there's some sort of medical issue that in which they believe that they can't for whatever reason. So yeah, I'm definitely very pro-vaccine.